feeling stressed, and I think I may be a little bit screwed.
I might play the pin. I might. Yeah, I might.
On this board are some absolute blockbusters. Mission Impossible, Star Trek, The Godfather, Transformers, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Grease, and Pretty in Pink. Tonight, you're going to be choosing one of these and use it as an inspiration point for your dish. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Reynold.
How you going?
Not too bad.
Which movie are you picking this evening?
For the movies, I actually really enjoy the Star Trek movie.
Oh, I did not pick him as a Star Trek guy.
No, I'm not a Star Trek guy in terms of the show, but the movie
Yeah?
I really enjoyed.
Oh.
Aha, all
Better
right.
than Star Wars.
So, how are you interpreting that in dessert form?
So, visually, I want it to look like a planet.
Yeah.
So, like a marble-looking shape.
Cool.
Of a finish. And then I want to I haven't tried this one yet. It's to create a Saturn ring.
You've seen my dessert, no?
Yeah.
The Saturn.
But it's just going to be a black and white silver planet-looking thing. Something smoky and theatric.
So you're really drawing inspiration from the visual thematic of
Yes.
the Star Trek. Ah, I like that.
I need to ask you,
Yes.
this pin, is it burning a hole on your apron?
No, you know, I might haven't played at all, ever. I'm kidding.
Just as a bit of a souvenir.
I had the feeling I don't think he's gonna play it regardless.
I'm honestly thinking like not to. It's nice. It's nice
Okay.
to have insurance, but
In case of emergency.
100%.
Otherwise, shoot for the stars.
yes.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
The first thing I get onto is making the caramelized mandarin compote and pop it into the freezer. It's gonna be the center of the planet.
I mean, stakes are high. Amory's done a planet-looking dessert before. It's really cool what he does, like a bonbon style. But I want to really show him my style.
The pin is only for absolute insurance. I don't want to use it tonight. I don't want to use it at all.
I'm going to keep the pin forever.
To create the planet ring chocolates, I put a acetate sheet over the turntable spinner, and I use the pastry brush to dip into the chocolates and let that turntable create a round ring. It's not as smooth as Amory's, but I think it's looking kind of organic and natural, as if like the little rocks going around the ring.
I think it's looking pretty all right. I'm just going to give it a little dusty. Make it look a little bit more monotone.
There's a line in Star Trek where no man has ever gone. It's completely out of this world. It's in space, it's a different planet, something new.
Okay.
So I take my caramelized mandarin compote out of the blast freezer. It's not setting. It's just so dumb. Caramel doesn't freeze. I'm putting the mold in the liquid nitrogen bath, hoping for it to freeze. But then the mold gets too frozen and then I can't even unmold it. So my mixture is stuck. I'm feeling stressed, and I think I may be a little bit screwed.
I might play the pin. I might. Yeah, I might. I'm shitting myself.
Is that your caramel?
A caramelized mandarin compote, obviously caramels and freeze.
In this kitchen, when things go wrong, you've got to really think on your feet and adapt straight away. So I'm not going to get the compote out of the mold. I'm just going to scoop in the compote. It's still quite loose, it's runny, and it's just going everywhere. It's making a mess.
Okay.
This dish relies on the planet. Planet is round. It needs to be the perfect shape.
Now, I'm not too sure how this is all going to come together. I don't even know how I'm going to shape it. I'm only going to play this pin at the very last minute if it doesn't come together.
And this dessert needs to look like a planet. It needs to look out of this world to be able to relate with Star Trek. It all relies on this one sphere, and I need to make sure it's perfect and seamless. Oh, my goodness. So I've got my sphere.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
but I've still got to put on that planet ring.
Ooh. How are you feeling?
Flavors I know are good. It's fresh, it's bright.
Yeah.
This ring just needs to sit nicely.
Okay. All right.
It's looking a little bit odd, but it's planet enough.
Last chance, Reynold. Are we playing that pin or what?
Nah.
Yeah? You feel better?
Oh.
I hope I've made the right decision.
Hey, Reynold.
Hello.
I know at some point during the cook, you were considering playing the pin, which I never thought would ever happen.
Yeah, me too.
What's the name of your dish?
To the stars. Where no man has gone before.
From Star Trek.
Thank you so much, Reynold.
Yeah, enjoy.
I'm going to just put it out there and say I don't think this is the most finessed dish we've seen from Reynold in the competition.
Oh, absolutely not. I've done Saturn before in pastry, and I know there is a way to make it very clean, and I know he has the resources and the talent to be able to do it.
And I have to wonder whether or not it might have been smarter for him to play the pin.
I absolutely agree with you. Maybe you should have. Should we try? All right, that I like. That's perfect snap of a very thin layer. Well, I see Reynold on the inside. Right?
Yeah. Ooh.
It's a very interesting, tasty dish. Technically, the chocolate work, it's perfectly executed. The shell of chocolate is so thin that you have no resistance whatsoever.
While maybe the aesthetics were lacking, the actual textures and flavors are flawless. The thing that really strikes me is when you cut into the planet and out oozes this deeply bitter caramelized mandarin compote. It's really food on the edge. I think the way that it eats is very different to the way that it looks.
Yes.
The way that it looks was okay. The way that it ate, phenomenal.
I agree.